Scavenging ship components is one of my favorite gameplay loops, so in today's video I'm gonna go around mining bases and see what we can find. I already found my first ship here. We're gonna test out, see what we can get. It should have a top tier stealth component, at least a power plant. It's a prowler. Now the thing about the prowler is it's very difficult to loot each component. You first need to make sure that you soft F it before you can loot it. But let me see if I can first enter here. I did bring my trusty knife. I don't think this thing is soft F'd, but a knife should be able to open some of these doors. And there we go. Super easy. A knife constantly hits the doors when it makes contact, so you don't have to waste any ammo. You can just quickly grab a couple of things and then you're all good to go here. But I'm quickly gonna unlock everything and then we can soft F the ship. I'm in the vehicle. Let's open up all the doors. Unlock all, well, the ports is already unlocked, so don't have to unlock it. Just open up all the doors so that we can actually get access to the components. Otherwise we can't go up the ladder. Maybe they fixed it, but we can't go up this ladder for some reason. Oh, we can actually go up now. I think they fixed it. But most of these components are very big. We won't be able to get it down there. But you can see here is all of the components upstairs. So I'm gonna hard def the ship. Hopefully everything stays and then we can take everything out. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna slowly but surely shoot it. There we go, it's hard def. Now we can go back and get some of the components. I'm really hoping I can find some military components from Wicklow. I don't think a lot of people just upgraded their ships just yet, but I'm hoping they do eventually, so I can just loot everything. But you can see here within the ship here, this makes it a lot easier to loot. See if I can get everything out here. It's the quantum drive. Here we go, we've got the Nova quantum drive, not the craziest one, but mostly here for the power plant, but I'm gonna grab it before it disappears. Now for the main component, the power supply. Hopefully we can get this out. It's an Eclipse, the best stealth power supply that you can get. That's why we loot prowlers, right? Not as useful as it used to be, since it gives a little bit less power, but still very good for a cutlass, since it will fully power a cutlass, I believe. Might as well take the two coolers here as well. Pretty decent as well, so not the worst. This thing went outside. Let me quickly go grab it. Stealth coolers are always useful, so always grab them if you can, especially if you can't buy them. I'm also gonna take the shields. This should be stealth shields as well, so might as well grab them. I don't think I'll ever use them, but I'll just keep them for in case I ever want to make a complete stealth build. And here is the last shield. Definitely a very good find. Always nice finding a prowler in the wild. I think this was probably an NPC, but still very useful for finding it. Plus I can fill up my Asgard here when I look for a little bit more. Let's jump to a new mining location here. I'm just going to open up the map. You can see already at the mining location. Just going to zoom out. You can see here on the map, there's a lot of new mining locations. And around these locations, a lot of players are doing missions. Sometimes they die, so you can go pick up their ship components. Managed to find 2 constellations here at this mining base. Shields are on though, so I will need to be careful. I'm gonna scan for players, and if there's somebody in there, I won't loot them. But if there's maybe cargo on board, I might definitely take it. Let's go take a look. Since you do get quite a bit of gold from these missions that you can pick up here and there. Obviously, constellations don't have physicalized components just yet, so not the best ships to loot. Their weapons are pretty big, that's something we can always take. But for now, mostly interested to see what they have on board. So this constellation has full attritions, but I don't think they have any cargo, unfortunately. It's also open. I might come back to this and take the attritions, but I want to take a look at the other constellation that's also here before we loot this one. Looks like this constellation also has full attritions. Nobody is on board and also no cargo. So I might just loot the attritions. I don't have any. Mine disappeared. Might as well take them. Maybe I do a loadout for the constellation soon. So might as well take it so I don't have to buy them in the future. I'm just going to park my ship here and then see if I can enter the ship and take all of their weapons for myself. So definitely no cargo. I'm just going to unlock the ports here, make sure everything is open, and start looting their weapons. Unlock all ports, and I'm also going to open up all the doors just for in case. I accidentally turned off the ship and it starts spinning out of control. So not the best here. I'm going to see if I can slow it down. I managed to slow it down. The engines were off, that's why it was spinning like crazy. Went pretty far away from my ship, 2k's out, but I'm going to fly back, park it, and then we'll loot everything. Here we go, got our first weapon, attrition 5. So quite big. Definitely will be saving this for later use. Let me see if it can fit on the cargo grid here. So it can definitely attach, very nice. Luckily the Asgard has a big cargo bay for us. Here is the last attrition 5. Now I can't snap all of them to the grid here, only one, which is unfortunate. But I'll see if I can position them correctly so they don't bounce up and down constantly. So far it seems pretty stable. I'm going to see if I can push these components to the side. Well, this is the best I can do. Hopefully they stay and don't jump around too much. I'm going to go to the next mining base here. Hopefully we find a decent ship this time around. We managed to find a Vanguard here. Let's give it a scan, see what components it might have. So it has a Maelstrom power plant, cross-field, quantum drive. So I bet this is an NPC ship. So not the worst, but I don't really need anything from this thing. There's 2 more ships laying around here. I'm going to give them a scan as well. Hopefully they're decent. Seems like we found an Inferno here. Let's take a look at the parts. So Maelstrom power plant, a very good quantum drive, Mera. One of the best that you can get for a size 2 ship. So I'll see if I can get the quantum drive out of this thing. But it might be very difficult. We'll see. Seems like the seat is missing. So this guy ejected when it soft deved. So I will have to open up all the components manually here. Well, we got the shield. I have no idea what this is. I guess it's just a fuse box. But let me look for the quantum drive. Here we go. We got a little box that we can open. And I do believe this is the power plant. Let's see if the quantum drive is on the other side. Here we go. Let's see. Also the power plant. Let me see if I can even get it out. So Maelstrom. Might as well take them. It's an easy grab, right? I don't think I'll ever use it. They're pretty decent. They're not the most stealthiest things, but they are military. And they do provide 20 power, I believe. It's not the worst. Also gonna take the other one. Managed to find the quantum drive and the cooler. So definitely gonna take the quantum drive since it is an Amera. Very good. It does look quite banged up. Like 0 component health, but maybe we can fix it up. I'm just gonna put it in front here. Since it doesn't seem like it wants to snap. Plus, this attrition constantly wants to fly away for some reason. No idea why. Put it sideways like this. Maybe it stays a bit better. Also gonna grab the cooler. I don't think the cooler is the worst. It's an Arctic. I have no idea what it might be. But I think it's pretty decent. So I'm gonna take it as well. And there we go. We've got most of the components. I don't know if this thing will work. It seems pretty banged up. We will have to see if it even goes down the cargo elevator. So that we can use it. But I'll throw it in here as well. Just for safekeeping. There should be a couple more ships around here. I'm going to see if I can find more. Holy. We got a pretty banged up ship here. It seems like we might be able to get to its power plant. I'll take a look. But first, let's give it a scan. So the power plant is a Maelstrom. Quantum drive is a VK00. I think that's a military one. Shield is an FR66. I don't think we'll be able to get it out. But it is one of the top military shields. I'm gonna run around the ship a little bit. Or at least fly around it. See what I can take from it. This ship does seem like it has a special paint. So I'm hoping it has a lot of components that we can use. But I don't think you can loot the Hornets at all, since their components are not physicalized. even though you can see them, can't really take any of it. That's why it's a shame. Well, we might as well take the attritions, I believe, because I don't have a lot of these. Plus, we can trade them in for Wicklow. So we might as well take the Panthers. Also, this thing has no ball turret. Sometimes people like to loot these as well. So, unfortunately, it doesn't have anything. I already looted all the Panthers. Let's go take a look at the other ship that I also spotted. Maybe that thing has something super good. Our collection is definitely growing quite a bit here. Soon I'll probably go unload everything. But first, one more ship. I think somebody is shooting at me. Yeah, definitely somebody is shooting at me here. Let's quickly take a look who it is. Oh, it's a bunch of ships. Don't want to lose all of my components. Already took a missile. At the back here, it's not the best for me. Was a little bit too slow on the draw. Managed to make it back to the station here. I'm quickly gonna land and unload everything. Then we'll have a quick look at everything we got so far. Most of these components you can't really sell for money at the moment, since they nerfed it quite a bit, but you can definitely use it to customize your ship. Here is all the weapons that we got. At the end of this video, I'll probably tell you the value of everything if you were to buy it brand new. But let me quickly send everything down. Here's the Meta Quantum Drive. Let's see if this thing works. Since I was a little bit concerned about it, let me just see if it comes up on the terminal here. It definitely shows up, so it might be working then. So I'm going to count it in with the total. These two power plants, they are Maelstrom power plants, which is military, but you can't buy them. So I'll just add something similar to the price. This cooler is also a military cooler. It is a C grade, you can't buy it. So I'll add another cooler in its place just to see how much money we could have made if we were to buy it. Here is the Eclipse. Now this is an A grade stealth component. Also can't buy it, but I'll add something similar. Here is the last ship component. This one is a stealth shield. Here is everything. I'll show you how much they're worth in a minute. Let me just send everything down. If we were to buy everything brand new, we would have paid about 2 million. I did have to replace some components with lower grade components just because they're not on the shops, right? We can't buy them. So they're even worth a little bit more. Unfortunately, they nerfed this gameplay loop quite hard. So you won't be able to sell this to the in-game shops for this amount, but at least it is a savings of that amount, just to give you a rough idea. Otherwise, how would we calculate the value of these components? I hope you enjoyed this scavenging run with me. It's my favorite gameplay loop. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, then you can watch these two videos right here. Thank you for watching.